5 years in court, a child abused by his mother's boyfriend finally gets justice. The abuse left that little boy permanently disabled. News 4 Utah's Sarah Martin went to Orem to speak with the victim's family.
Gabriel Morales was a happy and healthy 10-month-old when his mother's boyfriend, Robbie McDonald, babysat him 5 years ago.
It's certainly a miracle he's even alive. I mean, this was severe abuse, the most abuse I've ever seen on a child that lived.
Doctors believe Gabe suffers from shaken baby syndrome. He's now quadriplegic, suffers from cerebral palsy, and is nearly blind. Robbie McDonald pleaded guilty to child abuse, but the prosecutor says he never took full responsibility for what happened.
The case is now closed. He was sentenced to prison for 1 to 6 years. He was ordered to pay over $33,000 in restitution.
There's a time and a place for acknowledging what was lost, and yesterday was that time.
Becca Morales is Gabe's aunt. She spoke at the trial, telling the judge what the last 5 years have been like for their family.
It's an extreme situation, but I knew that forgiveness had to happen, that I needed to be able to do that. And I'm grateful that yesterday our family was able to do that.
Gabe is learning how to use a communication tool that lets him say yes. Through it, his family is discovering he loves the water and the opera.
After being able to communicate a little bit with that switch, I have been able to see cognitively that he is in there. And I think he's aware of his limitations. And in spite of that, he's just a joyful boy. He's a light. I think we had to rely really heavily on principles of faith and rely on a higher power, on the Lord, to be able to heal a lot of what we dealt with.
Becca told me that no amount of prison time will equal what her family has lost, but she hopes this sentence will keep other children safe. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Sarah Martin, News 4 Utah.
If you suspect a child is being abused, resources are available. You can call the Child Abuse Neglect Hotline. That's at 855-323-3237. The Utah Children's Justice Center is also dedicated to helping communities respond to these kinds of allegations. There are 20 locations all across the state, and they're all administered by the Utah Attorney General. If you'd like to contact them, just go to onewithcourageutah.org.